everyone, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new, my name is Sandy. Today I'm going to share how I did on my January 2022 goals. I've never shared my personal goals or my progress with anyone, so I'm a little bit nervous, but here goes. First, a couple of quick announcements. I do have a new email address, and I have that down in the description below. And so if you want to email me and maybe set up some swaps or exchange some happy mail, email me and we can exchange our email or our mailing addresses. Second announcement, I do have an affiliate coupon code down below for the washytapeshop.com. And if you use that coupon, I will get a small little commission on that. And check out their shop. They have tons of really amazing washi tape plus a whole bunch of other stuff. And then the third and last quick announcement is I do have one St. Patrick's Day ephemera journal kit in my Etsy shop left as of the filming of the video today. So if you're looking for something St. Patrick's Day, check out that kit. Back to the goals. In January, I posted a video on goal development and planning, and I linked it, and I will link it in the cards right here. I shared in that video my process for setting goals and tips to avoid common mistakes that you can make when setting goals and planning for goals. And so just a thing to remember now, even if you didn't set goals back in January, you can set goals at any time. It's never too late. You can do it today, you can do it tomorrow. So, no need to beat yourself up on that. So my process starts with brainstorming, and I use a tool called a mind map. And basically, it's just where I write down what it is I'm focusing on. And for me, it's my 2022 goals. And then whatever starts popping into my head, I just write it down in a random order on the paper. And you can see here, there's goals around my YouTube channel. There's goals on some trips, lots of trips. There's goals on retiring, making journals, exercising, about my Etsy store. So, my vision for 2022 is to retire and make a little bit of side money from my Etsy shop and my YouTube channel. So after I've finished with my brainstorming, I then take a look at the goals and I try to organize them and make them look a little more organized. And I start to group them by different categories. So you can see the different categories that I have here and what I wrote down underneath. Like these are some of the trips that I want to take. With exercising, I want to do 5 times a week, things about my YouTube channel, things about my Etsy store and just selling things in a thrift booth, things around my health, things about continuing to learn, and things around the house, what projects I want to do, and things like that. And once I have it categorized and broken out by these different areas, I then will move into breaking out by each quarter what things I want to try to accomplish in that quarter. And so, I did this back in January, and I wanted to show you that you're constantly making updates and tweaking your goals. So the things in pencil are things that I've added as I was doing this reassessment here in February. And you can see what my first quarter goals were, and then my second quarter goals. And then you see when you get out in the third and fourth quarter, there's not a whole lot there. And that's sometimes normal because sometimes you're focusing on your most pressing months and what you want to try to achieve in those months. But as the year goes on, you will start to fill out more in those following quarters. And as I was looking at this, I have a lot of trips going on in the second quarter, and that just may not be realistic. So, this trip here, it might move out to the third quarter, for example. And then some of the goals are repeating goals. You can see upload 36 videos, and that repeats. And so I've added that. Same with making journals, and then helping with the new baby and with my first granddaughter. And then one thing I've added here, and I'll talk more about this when I talk about March and April goals, is painting and redoing the craft room. So I have them out by quarter, and then the next thing that I do is I will then, what I did back in January, I said, okay, well, what are my January and February goals going to be? What am I focusing on? So you can see here are my key January goals. Making 12 YouTube videos, making my winter journal, and I wanted to finish 2 junk journals to sell, listing 20 items in Etsy, and losing 5 pounds. So let's take a look at how well I did here. So you can see I did 15 YouTube videos, so I did more than my goal. I completed my winter journal. Now, I did not finish my junk journals that I wanted to sell. I did start one, but I didn't finish it. And then I didn't load anything up into my Etsy shop, nothing. But I did lose 5 pounds, so that was good. But with my Etsy shop, I was reflecting, I'm not beating myself up because I didn't achieve that goal, but I'm reflecting on, well, what was I missing? Why did I miss that? Like, what things could I do differently in the future, so that I don't repeat that miss again? And what I started to realize is, with this cataract in my eye, and my right eye, my left eye start having the start of a cataract, I am on the computer all day with work, reading emails, reading reports, and in Zoom meetings. And by the end of the day, I was mentally exhausted in January and most of February. And I struggled with wanting to even just do some crafting in the evening and make YouTube videos, much less put stuff up on the Etsy, because I have to take photos and then I have to upload them. So I really am thinking that it has to do with just how exhausted I was. And I was trying to figure out why I was so exhausted. And I think it's because of my eyes. And it's really hard to see and focus. So I think that contributed to that quite a bit. And I was more focusing on growing my YouTube channel and getting videos and content on there, as opposed to the Etsy shop. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. And so how I'm going to address that in March and April, I will talk about that in just a minute. What I want to show you now is my February goals and kind of where I am to date on my February goals. So I did get a custom order for a junk journal, and so that kind of has usurped these junk journals up here. So these will most likely move out into March or April. And so I'm working on that, planning my 750 subscriber giveaway. So I've done all the shopping for that, and now I just need to pick a date and post that video. I have on here a February Instagram collaboration. There was one that really piqued my interest, but I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get that accomplished. So that might just have to go by the wayside. And it really doesn't align with my bigger goals right now of growing my YouTube channel and getting more into my Etsy shop. So I am, instead of 20 items, I did say, okay, let's try 10 items in February. And I've gotten 2 up there so far. So I'm going to, see how well I do if I can get the other 8 up there. And then my retirement is taking up quite a bit of time. There's just planning and decisions that my husband and I need to make, paperwork I need to fill out, things I need to do at work. So that's taking up quite a bit of time. Losing 5 pounds, so I actually lost 6 pounds in February. So I did really well with I was on a weight loss program, and so I did really well on that. And then here I have the 12 YouTube videos. I do have 9 as of the 20th, which is good. So I should be able to hit that 12. And then the exercise, I have a little asterisk here because you really, on this weight loss program I was on, you really aren't supposed to exercise. So really, this is kind of starting at the end of February. So I really should start hitting that more in March and April. And I did write down here extra videos in March because of my surgery, but that's probably not going to happen. And I'll kind of lead into that as we go into the March and April goals. In February, it just got away from me. It was crazy how all of a sudden we were halfway through February and I'm like, wait, what's going on? So I'm doing a little bit of catch up, but I think I'm doing pretty good on that. And the thing that I like to do, and you can see in January, I did a much better job than in February, because February got away from me. But you can see here, let me find January. I started off really doing a good job of kind of capturing, okay, what were the task, specific tasks I wanted to get done every day, and keeping track of that, and doing a good job. And these, would align to my bigger goals around my YouTube channel, weight loss, and Etsy shop. And you can see how I do a pretty good job of putting those in there. But then as we moved into February, you can see it's a little less sparse. And so, I mean, last week it was just really, really sparse. So I'm going to try to get back onto the wagon here in this week in February and try to get back on track. But that's what I try to do. So I'll have my monthly goals here, but then I work down, okay, what are the individual tasks that I need to do each week to achieve these goals. And it's working out pretty well. I like how my system's going right now. So then for March, what I'm doing is I'm taking a more conservative approach for March with regard to my longer term goals with my YouTube channel and with Etsy and thrifting and things like that. And I'm going to be focusing on my eye surgeries. And I want to make sure those go well, the recovery goes well. My second granddaughter is going to be born in March, so I want to be available to help with that. So instead of 12 YouTube videos, I've scaled that down to 6. And then, there's a lot I'll have to do with my retirement and things at work, transitioning to whoever my replacement's going to be. Just there's a lot I'm going to have to be focusing on there. And then I do need to, I'm hoping to finish that custom order in February, but I think it might go into a little bit of March, but I hope to get that done before my first eye surgery. And then as I was thinking about my April goals, I've been talking about my husband putting some shelves up on the wall for me so I can get this big bookcase out of here and free up the floor space. And as I was thinking about it, I was like, do I want to repaint the walls or not? Because it's going to be a pain. There's a whole bunch of stuff already hanging on the walls. We'll have to take all that down. We'll have to clear out the room so we can paint. And I just thought that's just going to be a big nightmare. But then I realized, well, hey, I'm retiring. I'm going to have tons of time to do that. So that's what I decided for April, is I'm going to paint and reorganize my craft room. And so at the end of March, I'm probably going to start cleaning out some of the, paper pads and just a lot of the little stuff, and start clearing that out at the end of the March. I figured that'll be some good activities to do after my eye surgery. And then in March, I'm going to kind of go full force on, redoing the room. And then I'm also thinking about how I have my stamps and inks and embellishments and everything, how I have it organized currently. And I'm watching, like, okay, do I have to get up a lot and go get this item? And I'm going and getting it a lot, whereas it would be better if it was closer to me. And then do I have items close to me that I'm not really using, and those I can move them further away. So I'm going to take you all along on that whole journey of me redoing and reorganizing the craft room. And then I do have a couple trips that I want to have happen in April as well. So you can see I'm kind of scaling back a little bit for March and April, but I'm still going to be doing some YouTube, and I'll still be doing my journaling. I'll have a lot more time for that. So it's going to be fun. March is going to be kind of a challenge just with my eye surgeries and the new baby and retiring. So we'll see how March goes. I'm giving myself a lot of grace and a lot of space, so I don't try to overcommit and then, have a lot of misses there. So we'll see how that goes. So that's my update on my goals. Several of y'all had asked for an update, so I hope that this met your satisfaction. And you can see that goal setting, it's not a one and done kind of thing. You start off at the beginning and you organize it and group it, and then it's important to kind of reassess at least on a monthly basis, if not more often than that. And it's okay to change. It's okay. Like if you had a goal that you set in the beginning of the year and that's just, you're not, that's not bringing you inspiration or motivation. It's not really what you want anymore. You have another goal. It's okay to shift. That's normal. It's a whole process of figuring out what it is we want, what we want to try to accomplish, why we want to do it. What's the why is very important. What's the motivation to go and achieve these things? Because without the why and without the motivation, that's where you'll start to see goals not being accomplished, or things languishing, or you're procrastinating. So if that's happening to you, you might consider, well, maybe these aren't the right goals that I want to go after. And, maybe I need to sit down and really think about what is it that I want. So I hope that you all find this helpful. Please let me know down below if you want to see more videos like this, or if, you'd rather just see my different crafting videos. But I plan on doing updates throughout the rest of the year, unless you all tell me, no, please don't. So, please, leave comments down below. I really want this to be more of an interactive channel. Let me know, give me feedback. What is it you're liking? What is it you want to see more of? That always helps me make sure I'm helping you and serving you, because that's really the main reason I started this YouTube channel. Was I like to help people. I've been helping people all my career, and I like helping solve problems. I like helping other people learn. I like learning from other people. So I thought this YouTube channel would be a fun way to go about doing that. All right, I have talked long enough. Thank you all. If you're still with me, please leave a comment down below and tell me you stayed with me the whole time. It would mean a lot. And hit that like button. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye for now.